Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Commerce Tutorial. So today I am going to discuss a very important unit of paper 1 for NET JRF aspirants, which is data interpretation. So here a diagrammatical question is there, 5 questions that are generally asked in your NET JRF examination. So let's start it. So here two bar chart is given to here. One is amount invested in raw material in 5 different years, and the second one is value of sales of finished goods in rupees lakh, and amount invested in raw materials in lakhs. So in x-axis, rupees is shown, and in y-axis different year is shown, same as same in second bar chart also. So first bar chart 95 year 95, and amount invested in raw material is rupees 120 lakh. In 1996, in 1995 120 lakhs, in 1996 225 lakhs, in 1997 375, in 1998 330, in 1999 525, and in 2000 420. And similarly in value of sales of finished goods, y-axis represents year, and x-axis represents rupees, sale of finished goods in rupees lakh. So in year 1995 rupees 200 lakh, in 1996 300 lakh, in 1997 500 lakh, 1998 400, 1990 and 600, and in the year 2000 it is 460 lakhs. So come to the questions. First question: the maximum difference between the amount invested in raw material and value of sale of finished goods was during the year 1995, 1996, 1997, 1998. The maximum difference between the amount invested in raw material and value of sales of finished goods during the year. Maximum difference. So if we look at the bar chart, in 1995 value of sale of finished goods is 200 lakh, whereas in 1995 amount invested in raw material is 120. So different is 80 lakh. In 1996 sale is 300 lakh, raw material 225, so different will be 75 lakh. In 1997 it is 500, sale is 500 lakh, amount invested in raw material is 375 lakh, so the difference will be 125 lakh. In the year 1998 sale is 400 lakh, and amount invested in raw material is 330 lakh, so the difference will be 70 lakh. In the year 1999 amount the value of sale is 600 lakh, whereas amount invested in raw material is 525 lakh, so the difference will be 75 lakh. Similarly, in the year 2000 value of sale is 460 lakhs, and value of raw material is 420 lakhs, so the difference is 40 lakh. So here is the solution I have already calculated. So in this way you can easily point out the answer. So we can say that in the year 1997 difference between sale and raw material is the maximum, which is 125 lakh. So hence option C 1997 is the correct answer for the first question of this data interpretation. Okay, 125 lakh is highest. Come to next question. The value of sale of finished goods in 1999 was approximately was percentage of the average amount invested in raw material in the year 1997, 1998 and 1999. So here we just have to divide the value of sale of finished goods in the year 1999 by average amount of raw materials in 1997, 1998 and 1999. First make average of amount invested in raw material in 1997, 1998 and 1999, that is make average of 375 lakhs, 330 lakhs and 525 lakhs. Okay, and amount of value of sale of finished goods in 1999 is given 600. So it will be 600 divided by 375 plus 330 plus 525. Okay, of average amount invested in raw material in the year 1997, 1998 and 1997. So here let me show you some, let me calculate it. Maybe it is 1230 divided by 3, 410, 200, Okay, so this is correct. Average amount invested in raw material in the year 1997, 1998 and 1999, that means total. So we have to make total 375, 330 and 525. So just I slightly change the question. What is the percentage of total amount invested? It will be total amount, not not average. Total amount invested in raw material. Slightly mistake is there. Sorry for that. So total 375, 330 and 525 make it total 1230, and the value of sale of finished goods in the year 1999 is 600. To just solve it, it will be say for the 48.78%, approximately 49%. So here the option D is the correct answer over here, because 49% is given in option D. Third question, what was the difference between the average amount invested in raw material during the given period and the average value of sales of finished goods during the period? So the average amount invested in raw material in the different with the we just make a average 120, 225, 375, 330, 525 plus 420 divided by 6, which is 1995 divided by 6, and it comes 332.5, and make the average of sale of finished goods to 200, 300, 500, 400, 600, 2460, it comes 410. So just make it difference. So 77.5 lakh will be the answer, which is given in option, again in option D. So here option D will be the correct answer. Come to next question. In which year the percentage change in the investment on the raw material is same as the value of sales of finished goods? So we just have to calculate percentage change. How can we calculate? Just we just put current year figure in current year figure minus previous year figure divided by previous year into 100. In that way we are calculating. In 1996 we know the value of raw material, and in so 225 minus 120 divided by 120 into 100, and like that we are just calculate from 1996 to 2000, and from and same in value of sale of finished goods. We just put the current year figure without, we just have to deduct the current year's previous year figure from the current year figure, and divide and have to divide that with previous year into 100. This will be the formula. In the by applying this formula we just calculate amount invested in raw material percentage change. That means from 1996, 375 minus 225 divided by 225, then 330 minus 375 by 330, 525 minus 330 by 525 into 100, 525 minus 330 by 330, like 375 minus 225 divided by 225 into 100, again 330 minus 375 by 330 into 100, like that. So these are the answers. And similarly in value of finished goods, 300 minus 200 by 200 into 100, 225 minus 120 by 120, like this. And in the same way 500 minus 300 by 300 into 100, in this way we are just calculating this. It's a calculative one. So from here we can conclude that in the year 1997, most probably in the year 1997 approximately, and 1997 approximately, the percentage change in value of sale of goods and an amount invested in raw material is almost same. We can take it 6.7 also. So here the correct option will be option B, 1997, because in 1997 both the percentage change is same. Question C, question number 5, last question. In which year there has been a maximum percentage increase in the amount invested in raw material as compared in the year? We are already calculate it percentage increase. This is the percentage increase. 2000 will not be taken because it is decreased. So out of these four, the higher percentage increase in amount invested in raw material in the year 1996, because it is 87.7%, which is already calculated. You need not to you are not required to calculate this question separately. So directly the option A will be the correct answer, 1996. So this is all for today. If it is helpful to you, then please like, like, share and subscribe my channel to get the notification of my upcoming videos. And it is a and nowadays I just make a video for the video for NET JRF students. This is an initiative from my side to make a crash course for them. It's an important unit, data interpretation. If there is enough time, I will make a separate another video on data interpretation, because I just have to cover some important areas. So this is one of them. And thank you so much guys for watching my video till the end. And it is very much calculative. I just calculated before to save the time. I just show you the pattern of calculation, because you can also done calculation at yourself. I just show you the pattern of calculation, nothing else. So thank you so much guys for watching my video.